Everyone's response is different. Did you see the show at Spring Screen? I know you were there at the beginning, but I don't know if you saw the whole thing.
Mm-mm.
Okay. But you've seen hypnosis before?
Yeah.
Okay. And what you notice when you see like a hypnosis show where you see people doing hypnosis is that every single person's response is different. Mm-hmm. And we all have different response rates. And so some people are high responders all the time. So no matter what you tell them, they can do it. And some people are less responsive. Mm-hmm. But in certain contexts, okay, for instance, if someone were to tell you that they had a lemon, you know what a lemon is, right? Mm-hmm. Do they have them in Canada?
Yep.
Okay.
Imported them.
Imported lemons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you ever tasted a lemon? Mm-hmm. Okay, so if someone were to say, I have a lemon, you can imagine the shape of it, you know what the color is, and you can access information about that. And so if someone were to say, I'm cutting the lemon, you know that, oh, no, it's a juicy one, but let's take this part. It's a wet, juicy lemon. You know what that is. And so if I were to take my wet, juicy lemon and I were to... What is the sensation you have?
Like... Yeah. Sort of, my saliva glands are going like,
Okay. Now, there's no real lemon. Mm-hmm. I'll put my fake lemon aside. I'll suck on it later. But you have a physical response. Mm-hmm. But the physical response is not based on a physical stimuli. It's all imaginative. So in that context, you understand what is expected, and you understand what a typical response would be. Okay? And your empathy response. I assume that you're not completely psychopathic and that you have some empathy. Mm-hmm. Please God, say yes. And empathy is based on that same mechanism. We see someone is hurt and we feel something for them. In fact, many times we feel the same emotional response. We see someone is sad, we feel sad. We watch a movie and there's a lot of crying and we start tearing up. That's an empathy response based upon an imaginative setup. Okay, our imagination is intensely involved in the situation. You know what syrup feels like. Okay, you may not have bathed in it, but you've had it on your fingers and you know it's sticky. Mm-hmm. All right, and so you can imagine what that's like. Now, the trick to this is to allow your imagination to have the same response with the syrup as with the lemon. And some people do that easily, some don't. Mm-hmm. Some people are analytical, some people less so.